Welcome. In this practice of Yoga Nidra, we'll experience the subtle essence of the breath in the body, often referred to as prana in yoga circles. And you can imagine this almost as if it were a wave coming and going in the body, and crashing into the shore and returning back to its source. So please make your way down onto your backs and make yourself comfortable so you can slide a bolster, pillow, rolled blanket, or something similar underneath your knees. And maybe something flat like a folded blanket under your head. If resting on your back is not a comfortable position for you, you're welcome to do this on your side or even seated. Just want to set yourself up well so you can be both warm and comfortable for the next several minutes. I'll give you just another minute to settle in, making any final adjustments that you need. Allowing the body to rest fairly symmetrically without having to get too fussy. Heels set a little wider than your hips, the arms a little bit away from the sides of the body, the palms facing up. Just do like a little bobblehead action in the head and neck. So the head finds its very center, its perfect placement on the floor. As you're very ready to do so, you can close your eyes. And just starting to soften the outer shell of tension. You can just scan your body from your toes slowly up towards your head. And just notice if you can let go of any holding, efforting in the body, residual surface tension, just by drawing your sweet attention to those areas. And don't forget the muscles of your face and jaw, even the tongue, which could fall kind of wide and flat in the floor of the mouth. The eyes closed, but the eyes themselves growing quieter behind the heavy lids. And why don't we find a few moments of breathing consciously? And just deepen the breath. And it doesn't have to be the biggest breath you've ever had, but deepening the breath just enough that it catches your mind's attention, becomes easier to follow. Maybe just 50% of your capacity. Slow down and smooth out the breath. the inhale and the exhale have equal value, equal length. So if you're inhaling, say, for a count of 6, you're exhaling for a count of 6, or whatever your number happens to be today. As we do this for a few moments longer, see if you can smooth out any little pauses or stutters in the breath or gulps. So the inhale starts to lead without pause or hesitation to the exhale. The exhale leads without pause or hesitation to the inhale. Finding a circular pattern of breath. Just a few more moments. Finishing your next exhale, take your time to get there. And then relax the breath so you no longer have to stretch it or shape it in any way. It just floats back to its own natural, perfect rhythm. Most likely growing quieter, more shallow. And as you grow quieter, you might become sensitive to the subtle essence of the breath or prana, almost as if it's a wave moving through the body. See or feel or experience as you happen to inhale this wave of prana moving from the soles of the feet up through the body to the crown of the head. And as you happen to exhale, washes back down from the crown of the head down through the body to the soles of the feet. As you happen to inhale, the wave rises from feet to crown. As you exhale, crown back down to the feet. As if you're standing on the shores, watching the waves come and go. Now feel as you happen to inhale, this wave now moves from the ankles to the crown. As you happen to exhale, moves from the crown back down to the ankles. Just watching or observing the waves of prana from ankles to crown, crown back down to the ankles. No efforting. Now from the knees. As you happen to inhale, you watch the wave of prana move from the knees up to the crown. As you exhale, crown back down the body to the knees. Now from the hips. As you happen to inhale, the wave of prana moves from the hips to the crown. As you exhale, crown down the body to the hips. From the navel. Watching the wave move from navel to crown, crown back down to the navel. from the heart, watching the wave move from heart to crown, crown back down to the heart. From the throat, you happen to inhale a wave of prana from throat to crown. As you exhale, crown down to the throat. From the midbrain, you happen to inhale. Prana moves from midbrain to crown. As you exhale, crown down to the midbrain. Begin to deepen the breath. As the breath gradually deepens, imagine it moving all the way down the body to the legs, the feet, moving down into the toes. And gently wake the body, making small movements. Can bend the knees and roll over to one side and just rest in a fetal position. Just taking your time, knowing that you can carry with you any connection, anything that was resonant here. Keep the eyes closed, just lazily peel yourself back up to sit. If you're feeling a little bit spacey, you can draw your hands back to the crease line between your hip and thigh and just give a good press down. You could draw your elbows back, your heart lifts, chin to chest. You can allow the eyes to flutter open, just gently bringing the room back in. Namaste.